Hello friends, we are learning web development. In this part, you will learn how to update records of MySQL table using PHP and MySQLi prepared statements. We have covered MySQLi procedural part. So in when we discussed about inserting data from hotel registration form into the MySQL table. So in that case, we used MySQLi procedural. In this case, we will use MySQLi prepared statements. But before anything starts, first you will learn how to write simple update queries. So how we can update records of MySQL table by writing the SQL first. When you will know how to write SQL for update queries, then you can create or write MySQLi prepared statements using PHP and then you can execute them. So first we will learn how to write update queries for MySQL. So this is our this is our PHP MyAdmin here, and in PHP MyAdmin you can go to any database. Remember we are learning update query here. So you can go to any database. Let's say we have to edit this TBL hotel, and in this TBL hotel, let's say I want to edit the phone here. Suppose the phone of this particular hotel is wrong, or suppose they want to update the phone number here. We can update anything. Let's say we want to update hotel email and hotel phone. So first write down your task. So this is an open notepad plus plus, empty notepad plus plus. We have to update hotel phone and hotel email, right? So this is our task. First I will write simple task here. Task is to update hotel phone and hotel email from where TBL hotel. So we have to perform this update from or on TBL hotel, and then there will be a condition also. Where do you want to update it? So where, let's say where hotel ID is 5. So that's why we create these primary keys, because these primary keys are unique value. For every hotel, there is some unique hotel ID. For example, there can be common name of two hotels. Suppose there is Deep Hotel, let's say. So two hotels can have the same name, Deep Hotel or whatever can be there, but they cannot have the same hotel ID, and hence with the use of this primary key, with the use of this hotel ID, we'll be able to update it. So for that you have to write where hotel underscore ID is equal to 5. Now we have our query here. Now this is a task, and now we will write query for this. Query is very simple. Update. What do you want to update? We want to update TBL hotel. We want to update this table. Update table. What is your table here? So table is TBL hotel. Then okay, we want to update it. Then what next? I want to set. Okay, what do you want to set? We want to set hotel phone is equal to now hotel phone can be an integer or it can be a string value. So let's say hotel phone is a string value because we can have something like plus 91 and 456. Let's say this is the new hotel phone number. So set for hotel phone is equal to this, comma, next thing. What next do you want to set? You want to set hotel email is equal to, so the old hotel email is jkl at example. So let's say jklm at example.com. So we want to create new hotel email here and create new hotel phone, but the hotel already exists, so we cannot add this record. We have to update this record, and to update the record you have to write update table name, set column 1 is equal to value 1, column 2 is equal to value 2, column 3 is equal to value 3, and so on. So I will write the simple formula here also. Update TBL name set call1 is equal to val1, call2 is equal to val2, call3 is equal to val3, and so on. Where where let's say call ID is equal to val. So this call ID can be anything. Let's say we want to update city. So update TBL name set city is equal to something where column is equal to something. There is no need to write all the columns. If you want to update only one column, so you can write it like this: update table name set call1 is equal to val1 where call ID is equal to val. This where clause is used to set conditions, and with where clause we can write many things. In this case I will share only the is equal to part, and then we will study where clause in detail with select queries. So I will post a video lecture in which I will explain use of where clause and what type of operators can we use with this where clause. We have used is equal to here. Suppose there are mathematical queries. So for mathematical queries we can write where id is greater than something, id is less than something, id is greater than is equal to, id is less than equal to. So things like that. If there are mathematical values involved, for numeric value we can write these also instead of is equal to. So but let's see this example first so you can understand very easily. And the select query with where clause will be posted before this video, so I think you have fair understanding of that. Now update TBL hotel set hotel phone is equal to this, hotel email is equal to this, and now where, because now we don't have any other condition, so we are not going to write comma here, comma will end here, and where what. So where we can write where hotel ID is equal to something. So hotel ID in our case is 5. So let's say where hotel ID is equal to 5. So this is our update query. I will save this. Now suppose you have two conditions in where we have one condition right now. So where hotel ID is equal to 5, you can write two conditions where hotel ID is equal to 5 and hotel name, hotel underscore name is equal to, suppose you want one more validation, so you can write hotel name is equal to hotel JKL. So now if there is a hotel with hotel ID 5 and hotel name is equal to hotel JKL, then its hotel phone and hotel email will be updated. Because we have used and here, so both conditions should meet or both conditions should be fulfilled. In case of and, all conditions must be true. So when we use and, we can also use or here. In case of or, any one condition should be true, or any one condition is true. If any one condition is true, query will execute. Query will execute and query will be true. We can say query will execute, or we can say query will be true. In case of or, we can write or here also. So where hotel ID is equal to 5 or hotel name is equal to hotel JKL. So this is a correct query because both ID and name belongs to the same hotel. In case of and, it will also work. So now let's test this query for this condition. So we want to update table hotel, we want to set column is equal to this, column 2 is equal to this, where hotel ID is 5 and hotel name is equal to JKL. But in actual queries, we will write only this much. But I just want to show you the use of and or operators here. So now let's just use it. Go to your SQL, make sure you are in that table, go to SQL, write your SQL query and now execute it. So now you can see it is updated. You can see here it is updated, and we can now see the new phone number, we can now see the new email here. So this is how update query works. Instead of and, if you will write or, then also it will work. If you will not write this, then also it will work, because hotel ID 5 is a common thing here. Hotel ID 5 is unique thing here. Hotel ID 5 is a primary key and it's unique. That's why we create these unique keys. Now it's the time to execute this query from front end. So by front end I mean we created this view hotels.php page, and now we have to provide an edit button here, so that when someone will click on that edit button, a new form will open in which details of that particular hotel will be there, and they will be able to edit it. So for example, here you can see this is a edit vehicle form. Here vehicle number, vehicle type and everything is there, and this is because you can see here, you can see a parameter here VID, which stands for vehicle ID is equal to 8. So now we are seeing records for vehicle ID 8 only, not any other vehicle. So this is a very basic thing what you can do for editing or updating your records. Now we'll go to the view hotels page. In view hotels, you can see there are already these columns. So we have hotel name, hotel email, hotel phone, city, pin code and number of rooms. Now we have to add another column here, and that column will be our edit. So we can call it action, what action you can perform. So action, or we can call it update, or whatever you want to call it. And because now we have added one heading here, so it's time to add one more form here, and or one more TD here, which is the table column. And in this table column you have to create an anchor tag. Ahref is equal to, because we want our users to navigate to a new page, and we will create that new page just now. So for creating, before creating the new page, we have to create an anchor tag here and test the button here. And in this Ahref we can give a class is equal to, and we have to actually write single quotes here, because our string is started with double quotes. So for attribute values we will write single quote. And now btn primary. Remember, this video will be in several parts because there are many steps involved in it. So first step was to learn the update query, and the second step was to test this update query directly on SQL. That's why we have these administrators like phpMyAdmin or other administrator tools are there, so that we can run and test our queries whether they are working or not. And then the third step is to add this edit button in your form, and with every row there will be an edit button. We cannot create, or we are not creating an edit button in the table so that we can edit every record here. We can edit only one record. So hotel managers or super administrators will be able to see all hotels, and hotel managers will be able to see only their hotel. And then there will be this edit button so that they can edit it. I will show you how you can create something like that. Currently we have created this view hotels page for super admins, means the administrator which will manage all hotels. Suppose there is some problem in hotel, so the support staff, you can say, uh, the company which is developing this hotel management system for various hotels, they are the super administrators. and they will be able to edit records of all hotels in case they are not able to do it on their own. So now we have a class is equal to btn btn primary, that will create a blue color button, and here we will write a simple text called edit. And now let's see what happens to our table. So you can see here we have an edit button here. Currently it will not do anything because we have set the href to blank, so whenever you will click it you will be redirected to this same page. And now when this is done, so now we will create a new page. So for creating a new page I will copy this particular thing here. So I will copy body, header, navigation, and I will copy this. So we also created a nav.php, so later I will fix that also. I will use a common nav.php in every page. And now I have to copy up to this part here, and now I will create a new page here and I will call it edit hotel.php. So this edit hotel.php is going to be my new page, and in this edit hotel.php I will first set the title to edit hotel so that I can understand which particular page I am viewing, edit hotel. Everything will be same, and in body, because we have a common navigation bar which is saved in nav.php, so I will delete everything from here. So we have a common navigation bar, so I will just open PHP and I will include. So include, you have to write it like this, include, then the page name should be written in single or double quotes, and that is nav.php. And so now you can see I have deleted the navbar code from here and I have included it. Now I will end div, and now I will copy the remaining part. So after call auto I will copy the remaining part here, and so we have HTML code, then we have body, we have scripts, we have footer, we have main here, and then this is div class row justify content center, and this is div class auto. We have this ID registration, and I think there is no closing for this div. So make sure the number of opening divs are equal to the number of closing divs. So now I have these divs. So now we have this, and here in div class auto I have to create a form, because whenever someone will edit the records, whenever someone will click on this, so they will be redirected to a form where their informations will be filled previously, so they will be filled on page load, and then they simply can change it. So suppose I don't want to change the vehicle number, I just want to change the vehicle type, so I can select that vehicle type and I will change it. Now just for, because it's a demonstration, so just for demonstration I will give them options to edit their hotel name, hotel phone, city, and so I will give them options to edit some details. So I will give them options to change their name, email, and phone. Let's say pin code and city. You can create it for pin code and city. Also, you can create it for all other type of values also. Because I am just creating a demonstration here. I am just teaching you. So first create form method is equal to post. Then you can end your form here. In your form, you will create input type is equal to text, class is equal to, I am not designing the form here, we already know how we can design here, but I am giving some classes here so that it looks a bit neat here. So input type is equal to text, class is equal to form control, and here we have to use some attributes with every input. So one thing is that what type of input it is going to be, then class, and then third is the name of it. So name will be hotel name, because first thing that we want users to edit is hotel name, and then the value. This is an important thing here. Value. We will fill the value here also. Now similarly, I will copy this, and similar thing I will create for hotel email, and then I will create it for hotel phone also. Hotel underscore phone. So now I am giving my users to edit an option, or I am giving the super administrator to edit hotel name, email, and phone. And you can create a form in the similar way. You can create a form to edit any number of values, and then we will give them a button here, which will be input type is equal to submit. Class will be btn primary, and name will be update here. So I will call it upd update, and value will be update. And let's give it some other color like btn success. So this is it, and I will create HR here so that there is some separator between the forms. I will design these forms later. You can design it as per all the with the use of all the classes that we have studied so far. And this is our simple looking form here, and let's see how it looks. So we can go to edit hotel.php directly and see how this form looks. So it gives, okay, we have to write the correct spelling here. Edit hotel.php. Now you can see we have a form here. Values will be filled here. So let's create some labels also. So this the label for this is hotel phone. The label for this is hotel email. Sorry about the noise. So it will be hotel email, hotel phone, and the last value or the first value will be hotel name. So I'm giving my users an option to edit these details, and these details will be filled in the form that you can see here. So because we have used the center justify thing, so we have used the class div class row justify content center. That's why we are seeing things like this, and we have used call auto. That's why everything is in center. So you can, I'm not again talking about the design here, and instead of view hotels, I will simply write edit hotel detail, so that users will be able to see what details they have to edit. And now let's see by default how it looks. So this is our form, and after this update button, so this is the div, and we have another div here. Okay, so in this div I will write mb2. Let's see. So we have some margin after it. Now our form is created, and now in the next part I will show you how we can fill the values here. So what will happen now is user will go to user will view the hotels. User will view the hotels. It will click this edit button, and when this edit button is clicked, so they will be redirected to this edit hotel details, and there here the value of that particular hotel will be filled, and then by they can change that. Suppose they don't want to change the hotel name, So they can remain the hotel name as it is. They just want to change the email, so they can change the email, and then if they want to change the phone, they can change the phone. Then they can hit update. So in the next part, you will learn about that.